Welcome back to Sunshine Coast Stadium here for the 2015 Tag World Cup. And we have two grand finals remaining today. The Blue Ribbon events. Who will be crowned world champions? The Men's Opens Grand Final about to get underway. Drury Forbes in commentary with St George Illawarra legend and premiership winner Mark Gasnier. And Mark, how excited are you for this one?
Well, look, this is the one I've been looking forward to. Both teams going Lebanon on the other side of the draw for Australia. Both teams haven't lost a match. Got some brilliant individual players and they play great as a team. So this is a big one.
Australia versus Lebanon, and hello to all our viewers watching from Lebanon over in Beirut as we get back underway. And this should be an absolute cracker. You were saying off air, Mark, that both these sides potentially undefeated for the tournament.
Yep, have been undefeated. And when you speak of rugby league royalty, Dale Shearer, his young son Jackson Shearer, and the number 3 for the Australian team. For people that are watching that knew Rowdy when he played and how he played. So look, yeah, both teams are ultimately so talented. I would have to say the Australians probably just have the edge in attack, and saying that, Lebanon have a great deal of unpredictability.
So both teams in fact undefeated.
Yeah, yep.
And refereeing's been spot on to start with. The kick was fine, he let it go, and he's just seen a little knock on in the play the ball there.
And this is one team. I spoke about a couple of games earlier how important it was to, as soon as from a turnover to attack. There's one team that they do the best, this Australian men's Opens team, better than any team in the competition.
So here we go. It's with Brendan Martin now playing it. Played there from Woodley. Very quick side, this Australian side. We mentioned both sides yet to be defeated in this World Cup. One of them will remain undefeated here in the grand final and become world champions. As we come across there to pass through the hands now, finds Woodley. Woodley with the left foot step. There's the tag, and that's the turnover. So Lebanon with the ball, 5 metres out. And the short pass there to Chaker. Of course, no Fidel Kassim in this side today for Lebanon. They've relied upon in previous times.
And the number 6 from Australia, Fihad El-Sadiq. He deserves special mention. He's been outstanding in this whole tournament. Benji Marshall loves the decoy back on the inside, throw the fake inside pass, go himself. Great on his feet, can throw a long ball as well. He's been instrumental for this team.
Yes, we'll certainly keep our eyes on him. Number 6 for the Australian side, El-Sadiq. And we saw an early kick in the tackle count from Lebanon there. It was a good kick, it just got a deflection on the way. Ruled to have been not played at, so good field position for the Australians. That pass was sloppy, ruled forward. So it'll be a Lebanese ball.
That's horrible. I haven't seen that from this team this tournament. Maybe a few little nerves creeping in, as we've seen with a few of these grand finals. Teams can be quite slow to start, a little bit anxious. Just let the nervous energy settle in. But I'm sure they'll find their rhythm soon.
Absolutely. As we see the ball now with Steve Galea. So Lebanon with it. I'll say it again, both sides undefeated in the 2015 World Cup. As we see Galea again with the footy. He's tagged. And this will be last. And Galea plays it. And just a nice little kick behind the defence. And it's going to be a great kick because,
what a tag.
Hussein Ibrahim, he was almost over, and it could have even been a bonus box try.
It could have been.
So they'll get 6 more, however, and there they go, Lebanon. They're in for the first try of the World Cup. Lebanon lead.
I'm surprised that I thought he got tagged in goal. I thought it would have been shown. Anyway, it was still a great part. Australia didn't react the way they should have because they thought the same as me, and then 2 defenders just stayed down that side. You could see your teammates blowing up why they didn't come across, but they obviously didn't react to the referee's whistle. So that's a sneaky one under the guard of the Australian team. You can see here on the replay, 2 defenders come late. Some poor defending, they've done his own in the world. see Lebanese go on the tackle again.
Yeah, first try of the World Cup Grand Final, the men's open, number 13, Santino Rossi, and they're through again now, the Lebanese team, this time with the number 43.
Allow. Ali being quite strong also.
45 rather. As we see turnover, penalty to the Australians. So Australians find themselves trailing 1-0 to Lebanon. As we mentioned, 2015 World Cup Men's Open Final. Winner to be crowned world champions, both sides undefeated heading into this one.
Numbers out to the left.
Australia move it wide, little kick just in behind. Well anticipated there by Mahana, Ali Mahana.
Positioned himself well then. He was actually coming across from the left wing. Cover defended. There's a lot of him moved to fullback position, but that was before last play, so he did really well there to read that.
Played now by Osman Dib. Comes through the hands there, and on that occasion, Bill Sleeman. You see a little kick, 50-10 attempt. Oh, it might be a 50-10 here, Gaz.
Great kick.
Touch judging just short.
Just short. He was unlucky there, wasn't he? Osman Dib. It was a beautiful kick. He's had two really good kicks in this first half. Australian, though, I like the way they've reacted to a couple of their turnovers. If they can just hold the ball, they'll execute a couple of set pieces, well then it'll be game over. But they've just got to settle into this game. Don't overplay their hand.
Well, one thing's for sure, Lebanon have turned up today.
Oh, they're a good team. You don't go through a tournament undefeated. And Australia probably were on the weaker side of the draw, so some great work from the Lebanon team.
So they go wide, the Australians. Once again, a very big cheerio to our global audience today, particularly those in Lebanon watching the final. Our live streaming as we see they'll play the tag, and this will be the last tackle for the Australians.
Yeah, he went down on the knee, so the referee ruled that that's as good as the tag. Last play.
A last play through the hands, and they're going to run it. Didn't panic, and just made a couple of extra valuable metres, and that'll be changeover.
Yeah, and it's not too bad a play. You'll see where they turn the ball over. He probably could have tapped the ball on the foot and put him behind, but it's better than what some people do, just directly behind the line down there in. It's an easy position to defend. Yeah, you got him on a sideline inside their 20-metre mark.
As you said, they can't panic, and they certainly didn't on that occasion. So
No, they just need to settle into this game today. Lebanon are always going to come out all guns blazing.
this is Hussein Ibrahim. And Majed Hamoud playing it on that occasion. Lovely short ball there from Steve Galea. And it's going to be a penalty for contact, I believe, going the way of Lebanon. So Hamoud.
Going to have to play a little bit over the bench line. They are wanting to go on with a victory in this game.
Another penalty, and Ibrahim just holding it up there. Pass went to Alatsi, and he drew the penalty. Here's Tony Alatsi again. Dummy half is Yahia Chaka. Rossi away now to Galea, who went through the hands. Found his teammate in Alameddine. So some good pace in their attack here, Lebanon. Tag just coming off at the final moment there. It was Majed Hamoud who was almost over. They could go here, another tag off, but that'll be the changeover. But gee, really liking what we see from Lebanon.
Yeah, Hamoud, I really liked how he went down that left-hand side, show and go. It almost went through. He's been really threatening. You can tell when he's on the field, he really controls the ruck roll. Gets him around the positions on the field. He's probably the key playmaker. Just as I say that, he subs off the field. And saying that, Corelli, his replacement, does a similar job.
So Australia now trailing 1-0, approaching halfway through the first half.
They've put a couple of live wires on too, this Australian team. That's interesting. Oh, great kick. That's a kick.
Wonderful kick.
Wonderful kick. El Sadiq, he's come back on. They've got a couple of really dynamic attacking players out there. So, pass, really good on his feet. El Sadiq, on the shoulder there.
Yeah, he passed with it at the moment, so he'll take the tap. Sorry, it was El Sadiq rather, as you mentioned. And here they go, Australia. It comes back. This time it's pass. Is he going to pass it? Takes the tag. And I think they're saying no advantage, are they?
Back chatting too.
So Australia with a fresh set. Ooh, big step there, and that would have been
That was a good tag.
It's a World Cup Grand Final. Doesn't get much bigger than this in tag. In fact, it doesn't get bigger than this. Goes to Shepherd. And played there.
Good defence from Lebanon.
Great defence from Lebanon. Through the hands again, Australia, and he's through. And a try. Now this will be
big try.
interesting to see if they rule bonus box. I think
he
they
was in the
will.
bonus box. He was definitely in the bonus box.
Scott Borg it was.
Well, he just intercepted them, didn't he? Intercepted them really. You see the crowd there, really good crowd turn up here at the Sunshine Coast.
This men's grand final, Lebanon
to all the
and
supporters,
Australia.
families,
Australia currently
fans
leading 2-1.
turned up here. And for the facilities, Sunshine Coast Stadium is absolutely outstanding. They're doing great, and they create the atmosphere that's here today. But it was great work from Borg, just a nice show and go. Got the ball on the out. Here it is here, straight on the out. You see him comes back and plays the ball. He just gets the ball on the out. A little show and go to someone under, and that's the difference between your teammates doing something for you to hold defenders off. If he just has a hit up there, he gets tagged easily, but because his teammates moved for him and did something, he was able to go straight through and, more importantly, score in the bonus box.
Exactly right, bodies in motion, and they're all contributors to that try. And it was Scott Borg there, and Australia move ahead 2-1 with the bonus point there. And back on the attack again.
I don't mind that from Australia. Once again, they're playing what they see in front of them, chance around. If you get cornered, don't go for the American kick in case it ricochets off someone, or in case they trouble with the foot and they run 50 metres.
So Lebanon, how will they respond? 12 minutes gone in the Men's Opens World Cup Tag Final here on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. Little kick ahead. Just couldn't get foot to ball there. It was Majed Hamoud again.
Hamoud, as I said, he's been really good. Right idea, just unfortunately didn't get the bounce. But you can see there was no one at home. He caught him napping behind the back. So the ball turned over.
Penalty to Lebanon. Kurt Ferguson it was with the ball for the Australians. So Lebanon, oh, big dummy. Almost went through.
It's hitting him. Just got him
Christian Dahia.
in that now. Just tag. All back line.
Here it is with Elgaz. They go through the hands. Lebanon. This is Ayman Aynaout. And they've got some numbers out here. And he had to hold on to it there. Was Halal Kara Ali. Comes away now. Nice straightening run from Shabul Nakali. Last tackle. Through the hands. Lovely pass. They've got the over. Oh, great tag.
Well, Matt Osman. He saw the out ball coming. No, I thought he was still going to get done up in pace, but just diving, stretched out, just got the tag.
It was great work from Osman Dib. Fantastic pass, and as you said, Gaz, Matty Osmond rather.
Yeah.
Try saver, arguably.
Oh, easily. Yeah, it was a beautiful out ball. By that I mean got him on the outside of the defender. He was lucky enough to dive.
The game's starting to open up just a tad.
Now's the time too where the coaches need to send a message out. You have a look at all the space that's back on the inside now. A lot of the teams have tried to go around them. On occasions they have gone around them, but all the space is back in behind the ruck.
Well, they'll get 6 more here, the Australians. Clever little kick there from, I think it was Kevis pass. They'll get 6 more.
Numbers on the left.
In fact, kick came from El Sadiq. So here's pass.
Push up with him. Yeah, it's just starting to get a little bit lazy with each other, this men's open team. Normally their biggest strength was just pushing up, pushing into holes. Elsidic just needed to react there.
So 6 more for the Australians. There's a big dummy. You always see a dummy near the bonus box. That's Scotty Borg on that occasion. That'll be second. Australia with a slight wind advantage in this first half. You see a little face ball there. They might have scored. I think they have. It's Mitch Porter, and they've scored another one. Australia 3, Lebanon 1.
Well, that's a shame for Lebanon. Once again, it was just a mistake.
That takes them to 3-1
Great ball
over
from
Lebanon.
Elsidic, but the defence had already read it. Unfortunately, they just went to grab the tag and missed it. See the fans once again. Nice big skulls jersey with that. Elsidic, absolute bullet. Just ricocheted out of Lebanon defenders. Island jerseys in there. We see the Chinese fans.
We've seen a few Pacific Island jerseys,
Yeah, there's
haven't
lots.
we? And
It's great to see him. Oh, look.
he's through.
Wow.
He's through. Look at
Dane
this pace
Myers.
shown. Dane Myers. Myers for the corner. He scored, and Australia are out to a 4-1 lead.
Geez, you reckon he's quick?
Another great
He absolutely
try to
was. Took
Australia.
off
That
then,
takes them
Dane
to
Myers.
4-1 in this men's open grand
They
final.
can play this Australian men's Open team. As I said, both teams undefeated all tournament. You can see the pace of the players. I would love to see the Australian team just start to go. Before I start, have a look on the replay. Great vision there. Just to turn over. Once they turned over the ball, he knew the space was on the outside. Gave it to Myers, and have a look at him. An absolute rocket behind him. Far too quick. Takes Australia out to 3-1.
Like he was only in second or third gear as
That's
well.
the scary thing, isn't it?
So Australia 4-1 after trailing 1-0.
But you saw the reaction. Jared Sharp, I think it was, that bang, just saw the space was out there, handed it off to Myers and just said, here you go, you do your thing. See an error there, but beautiful idea. I love the idea of what they're trying to do there. If you come back on the angle there, you had four people pushing up with him and there was a lot of space. So if he catches that, it's a big threat.
So a nice little run there by Tony Alatzi as Lebanon look to respond. And they've created an overlap nicely here, and the tag was off. Still red.
What a get out of Damien Smith. I thought he was clutching a thin air then.
Well, they might have scored in any case, Lebanon.
Oh, they both missed him.
Touchy and referee to confirm. We'll come back to Damien Smith in a moment. It was the number 22 for Lebanon, Basil Ayad, and a wonderful try. And he's got his country back in the World Cup final.
Well, Damien Smith has just come up with an absolute clanger, and then he's just snuck down the short side of the
Lebanon
court and
strike
got it
back now with the
That's a
score
big blow to the Australian team. But I tell you what, it's a good
4-2
boost for Lebanon,
Australia over
particularly
Lebanon.
quite close to half time. That could be the confidence they needed.
And they will have a slight wind advantage in this second half, Lebanon. And Damien Smith, I was just going to say, great decision making in the play prior, because he had to commit one way or the other.
Yeah, he did. Oh, it was a
And
great
he played the
decision.
man with the football.
It was come up with a left hand. It was like a slips catch. He just stole the tag off his hip. Captain and referee just speaking. So the Aussie fans. But you can't get too maggot on 4X, so I don't know what he's going on about.
Yeah, there's a few 4X golds up here, Gas.
There is. We saw the effects earlier.
Now Australia 4-2 they lead. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. They go through the hands with El Sadiq, and just a little knock on there.
Still, I still like the way they're attacking the Australian team. I'd just love to see him come back under a little bit more. For mine, they're just starting to try go around this Lebanon team far too often. I've seen him come back through them, particularly El Sadiq. Love to see him get involved and get back through the middle of the ruck.
So Lebanon now coming out of their own half.
Good defensive set from the Australian team.
Yeah, very dangerous position. They don't want to be turning over the ball here, Lebanon. They got a penalty, so they might take a quick tap here. Just settle.
Great opportunity for him.
Here it is through Dib. And they're away now, Lebanon. Oh, lovely pass over the top. Oh, he just couldn't hang on to it, the winger.
Oh, El Hami. Geez, he's quick. That's the second time he's got an out ball there and got on the outside of the Australian defenders. It's just that last pass, it needs to stick. They've been dangerous down that left-hand side.
Almost through there was Scott Ball from the Australian side. Plenty of representative honours to Ball's name. Here it is with Sharp. And an early kick. Kick there from Troy Woodley. It'll just sit up nicely here for Shaker. And this could be the last set of this first half. It's with Lebanon. Do they try something or just see out half time?
No, try something. Yeah, particularly just out of half time, that can really hurt you, particularly when you think you're going to go into half time 4-2 up. Going 4-3 is a big difference.
Australia have dropped one back. This will be the last play of the half, and there's the tag. So half time here in the Men's Opens World Cup 2015 Grand Final. And it's Australia leading Lebanon 4-2. And just a quick comment on both sides, Gaz, and areas they need to improve for the second half.
Well, look, I thought both teams were really good. Lebanon probably need to have a bit more variation in their attack. Same as Australia need to come back through the middle. But at the end of the day, it's only a bonus box try that separates these two. You know, I think Lebanon proved that they're good enough to go with the Australian team. Whereas the Australian team, I think they've probably got the room of most improvement, and which is probably a scary thing for Lebanon.
Is it just me, or is the wind starting to pick up, which will be at Lebanon's back in the second half?
No, it's always been pretty strong. Studley's been hanging around for days now. It's been great for the surf. If anyone is a surfer watching the stream, the surf's been absolutely punking up here. And it's swung offshore as well, so it's kind of southwest now. But no, it's going to be in there. It's going to be up their back, and if they can position their kicks well enough, 50-10s are definitely an option.
You see there plenty of Lebanese support in the crowd, plenty of support from all around the world here on the Sunshine Coast. We'll be back with all the second half action right after this. Sunshine Coast Stadium, second half about to get underway here. 2015 Tag World Cup Men's Opens final. Drury Forbes and Mark Gasnier in commentary. Australia v Lebanon. Australia lead 4-2. Lebanon, though, they will receive the footy and they do have the wind to their back, and sets us up for an enthralling second half. Mark Gasnier.
It most definitely does. Australia were really good in the first half. Lebanon, though, they shouldn't be disillusioned in any way. They were really good. They went with Australia. Just got caught out with one bonus box try. And as I said, Australia, it's too much for a start.
Well. He had it. It was that juggle that caused him to lose his footing and didn't have much work much room to work with. Gaz, you mentioned it. The kicking game's going to be crucial for Lebanon in the second half.
Yeah, as we see a beautiful drop out here from the Lebanon team. Look at that. That's almost a 50-10 drop out.
I was about to say that's almost a 90-10.
Yeah, look, I mean, Australia will still get the ball that was just outside the 10, but the kicking game has been really good, and it should be that Australia are really going to have to be on their game. It might even make Australia play a bit of an extra fullback, which might present a few more opportunities, being one man short in the defensive line. We'll wait and see.
Can I just say, would Lebanon have got the ball back from the dropout if that found touch in the opposition 10?
Question. I think they would have.
I think they would have too.
Yeah.
So, in the end, the mistake of the kickoff, not too costly potentially for Lebanon. Great dropout, and they need to regather this ball. And there's a penalty against the Australians just for infringement. So, they'll be happy to start the second half again, Lebanon. They trail by 2. World Cup honours on the line. Let's see what they can produce. It's with Galea. Lovely dummy, and they're through. Yes, you've got to keep running. Play on is the call, is it? No. So got the pass away there to
I actually thought he'd done his hamstring.
Ayed.
He pulled up. It was a beautiful break, nonetheless.
I actually thought he got the pass away.
Bill Sleeman, he showed great skill. Once again, Lebanon just constantly trying to go on the outside. Australia are guilty of it too towards the back end of the first half.
Well, this is a strong set from Lebanon. This will be the last. They'll go right. Little kick ahead. Not played, that is the call. Still last tackle. Lebanon with it 15 out centre field. Got numbers to the right, and good defence, good pressure.
Yeah.
Up in your face there from the Australians.
Yeah, it was good pressure. It was really well done. Careless pass. up in the face of the defenders and made them play.
So Australia with it now, 4-2. Next try, absolutely crucial.
Oh, great play.
Lovely pass there from Pass.
Flashing backing.
That's Jackson Shearer.
Yeah, I heard that. He's quick, Jackson. Good work though from Elsidik. Skip around the outside, put him on the out.
Yep, it was an El Sadiq pass.
Got numbers down this right hand side too. Elsidik sees it. He's got to play straight though.
Here's El Sadiq. Lovely step inside. Just held it up beautifully. Well, what have they ruled there?
Already got the tag taken off before he passed. Yep. Probably simultaneous, a bit harsh. See someone down injured. Lebanese player, I think it's Lazi. Let's hope it's not too serious. It's just clutching at the right leg there. It's actually, pardon me, I think it's Basil Ayad.
Yes, Ayad down in back play, and once again, Ehab El Sadiq, the Australian team, causing problems for Lebanon. And just holding it up beautifully, giving his team every chance as Ayad receives treatment now off the official match field, receiving attention. Let's hope he's okay. So Lebanon,
Good defensive set here from Australia. Lifted it up a level, up in the face of the Lebanese team. Everyone plays up their sleeve.
and Ayut plays it, and this will be a kick under pressure there from Alameddine. Played a lot of Oztag himself, Alameddine. And good chase at the end of his kick. So Australia start the set on halfway. That second gone, it's with Jared Sharp. Australia getting some very quick play the balls away. And that'll be fourth. Now with James Niemeyer. And lovely work back inside. And they've got some space here. Oh, that's a lovely ball for the corner. Josh Booker. And what about the ball, Mark Gasnier?
Absolute brilliant ball. And, you know, that's what they can do. They saw that they had an opportunity down on the left, went down the short side, come back to the right, saw that there was two defenders in the clear, or two defenders come up out of the line, pardon me, and the winger in the clear. Just a beautiful ball to put on his chest. And a great take, I must say. Beautiful take, Josh Booker. Took the ball well, finished it off well, as most good wingers do. Here it is on the replay. You see, come back, long ball, bang, straight on his chest. That's not easy to do, particularly at pace. But unfortunately, the Australian team have turned it over straight from the kickoff.
Wonderful ball. Was it Jared Sharp?
It was.
Might have been Sharp there delivering the pass. Wonderful ball. So the score now 5-2 to the Australians, who have 11 on. Now attacking. Penalty to Australia for contact though.
Floating around this afternoon.
So both players will ginger to get to their feet. As the Australians come away from their own try line, they've got a handy 3-point lead. Still plenty of time. 13.5 to play. There's pass. Nice little run from pass. Just tagged, he was away, wasn't he?
He's not one man you want to lick it in the clear.
No, not played at, that is for sure. Turned his back to it, and that'll be the turnover.
Well, they got the ball in good field position there, Lebanon. As I said, they've been guilty of going on the out, or trying to go on the outside of this Australian team far too often. They need to go back through the middle. They need to create some opportunities, particularly down short sides as well.
Here it is with Ayad. So it looks like he's okay. He's back on the field. And they've got some numbers here, Lebanon. That pass.
Once again, it's just all over and over and over. And you just basically, without getting too technical, you're just running all the defenders to where the space is. You're not allowing your outside man the opportunity to reach space.
Australia now, and just just held it up nicely. Beautiful pass there from Scott Borg. And this could be bonus time. The Australians are in again. It's Mitch Porter and wonderful work from Scotty Borg.
Scotty Borg, absolutely brilliant. Skipped over to the outside, threw the dummy because the Lebanese player went for the intercept, held the pass up, put it on his chest, and bang, hit in the bonus box. You just get the feeling the Lebanese are getting a little bit frustrated now. They might feel as though the game's just slipping away. They need to hang with it because they can score points. And as you've seen the replay, beautiful ball. They need to hang with it, this Lebanese team, because they can score points. They've proven that in the competition so far.
They certainly have. You're just joining us. Both teams undefeated heading into the World Cup final.
Once again, just trying to beat them on the outside, over the sideline. Whereas the Australians, whilst they beat you on the outside, they still do straight, and before they try to go around you, they realise that you've got to play straight in order for the space to be there for the outside man.
So Australia now quick play the balls and just finding some easy meters up the middle of the ruck. There's some wonderful dummy half running on that occasion. It's Folacia. And a lovely little kick there.
11 minutes to go in the men's open final.
Lebanese player doing really well just to get that back to the 10-metre line.
Currently leading 5-2.
As we see, what have we got here? A turnover. And I think a little extra for throwing the ball away.
Yeah, as I said, frustration just starting to creep in with the Lebanon team. They had plenty of opportunities in the first half, haven't had as many in the second half.
Ali Mahana it was. So Australia with it. That'll be a play the ball. Through Brendan Martin. Here they go again, 3-on-3.
Good tag. Really good tag there. Off Manel Gaz.
So Jackson Shearer. The tag was off there, so tagged with it was Bradley Scott. Australia leading 7-2. Wonderful tag that you didn't play it, so it's play on. Still trouble for Lebanon. And they probably going to play the first knock on against Australia there.
Yeah, they are. Lebanon ball, but geez, it was a beautiful, well worked move. The space opened up for the Australian team, but unfortunately he's lost his footing.
So 7-2, they trail Lebanon. 10 minutes to go in this World Cup final.
And that's silly from the Australians, just knocking the ball out. You're up 7-2. You don't need to give them free rein or a repeat set of 6.
So all ahead of the Lebanese team. They have a breeze at their back. Haven't added to their half-time tally as yet. And that's a lovely ball, and they've got numbers, and there's a chance here for Lebanon in the corner. It's going to be a try. Alameddine, he's over for Lebanon, and they're not going anywhere just yet, the Lebanese.
What about Bill Sleeman? Absolutely beautiful ball movement. There was a great outball. As I said, on this left-hand side, this is the third occasion now they've done that outball and got on the outside of this Australian team. I know throughout the call I've been saying they've got to stop going on the outside. But for their left-hand side, that's a different story. It always seems to work for them. Look at that. Bang. Bill Sleeman straight on the outside. Sums it up well. Puts it on the chest. Bang. Back in it.
Certainly back in it. It's only 2 bonus tries the difference. 7-3. It's a penalty. So they'll restart the tackle count. That was their first. Haven't seen a lot of kicking from Lebanon.
No, it was their biggest strength in the first half too, wasn't it?
Thought we'd see a bit more with the breeze at their back in this half. Just changing direction there on that occasion was Kara Ali. And this is the last already. So that was a quick set of 6.
Yeah. Ball back in good field position here, Australia. Looking a little bit fatigued, Australia, at the moment.
Well, Lebanon are just letting them off the hook, turning the ball on halfway. At least gets you a kick with the breeze. Here's Australia with it. 7-3. Woodley with it. Comes away now to Myers. Now he's got plenty of pace.
I wonder whether Hamoud has been injured, because he was their main kicker. And he's a really good kicker, and I haven't seen him back on the field the whole heat. Number 10 for the Lebanon team.
You've liked what you've seen from Hamoud, haven't you, Mark?
I have, yeah. He got him around the park really well. He created a few opportunities too in the first half. His kicking game was brilliant.
And there's just a knock on there from pass. So Lebanon ball. Just over 7 minutes remaining. They trail by 4. And little overlap here if we can get it away. Now he passed into the Australian player. Got a penalty here to Lebanon. So tap and go. And Australia playing with a man deep very early in the tackle count, although he's coming back up to the line now. Elgaz got it away to Ibrahim. Elgaz kicks. Oh.
Anyway, it's good for the Lebanon team. They need this full position. Here we go. Here's Hamoud.
So Hamoud's back on the field and they've turned it over, unfortunately for the Lebanese fans. And all of a sudden the clock comes into the equation, Mark Gasnier.
Yeah, it does. The Australians can't think like that, because otherwise they'll get stuck in the sand, they'll make errors, and they'll give the Lebanon team good field position. They just need to keep doing what they're doing, and that is playing a bit of footy. You know, even if it is simple football like that, just as long as they play straight and direct, get over the advantage line.
He's not going to be happy here. Marco moving early was the call. It's against Santino Rossi. Can't afford to give away penalties, Lebanon. Here's Myers through the gap. It was touched by Elsid. No, sorry, it was touched by Ibrahim. So 6 more.
Good hands from Shearer.
Gasnier calling for the Australian team to go right.
Yeah, they had numbers down that right-hand side.
And little knock on there, so relief for Lebanon.
They're going to get a penalty too, Lebanon.
So there's the tap. Need a try desperately, Lebanon. Down 7-3 in their own half. Here's some space now, one-on-one. Nice move inside. Good run there by Osman Dib. And they've got numbers left here. They've stacked the short side here.
It's definitely their stronger side, this left-hand side, down the short side. Sleeman's been down here. He's been really good.
Sleeman, yep, here's a 50-10 attempt. It was online as well from the looks of it. And a majestic return, I think it's fair to say, there from Josh Booker. So just like that, the Australians are into Lebanese territory, and there's a penalty against Lebanon. Lebanon, that's right.
Well, let's see if the Australians can stay a bit disciplined in their attack. Good position.
5 minutes to go.
Just over 3.5 remaining. I must remind you, there's still only 2 bonus tries in this to force extra time. Time slipping away from Lebanon now. Yes, Scott Borg's had a tremendous game. Let's play on. Come out wide to Jackson Shearer. And touch judge will put his flag in the air, surely. No, the tag was off.
Already tagged.
Okay. So, let's play on. And Australia now with a couple of tackles remaining. Little kick and chase ahead. And Lebanon happy to see it right. We've got a penalty to Australia.
Yeah, it's going to really shepherd the ball a bit too much. Didn't allow the Australian attackers a fair opportunity at it. So time really starting to slip away now for the Lebanon team unless they get an intercept or something in the bonus box.
I was going to say, do they take a chance and go for an intercept?
Well, might not matter now. Oh, he's got the tag. Great tag. Yeah, well, they're going to have to go for something.
So there are a few dummy half runs there from the Australians. It won't be a try, and it's going to be a knock on. So Lebanon with it now. There's nobody at home. Of course, you can kick on any tackle in World Cup tag. And they need to score a try off this set of 6, Lebanon, to keep any hope alive. It's with Slyman who plays it. They go at the hands now.
Defense.
Yes, it was with Ross. He needed to tap it on. They go that way. The next play.
Exporter did well, just came in and shut it down.
Now got the player back, Australia. So Lebanon kick ahead. Referee says play on. They're going to go over in the corner here, and it's still alive for Lebanon. Bill Slyman in the corner. It's try time.
Yeah, well, they're keeping their hopes alive. Simon, if there's anyone deserving a try from this Lebanon team, it's him. Australian players blowing up in the background because they believe he was already tagged before he kicked it, but it's not going to matter. I can't see, as much as I'd love to see Lebanon score off this set, make it really close, I can't see Lebanon going on with the victory.
Well, they still need 2 tries, don't they? They still need 2 tries, and one of them needs to be a bonus try.
They need a bonus. If they get a bonus try, well then she's really going on.
And they need it now.
They do need it now.
The pass just slipping out of the hands there. I think it was Slyman.
Mahmoud, it was originally. Pass just coming out. Right idea. They did have numbers down the left.
So Australia with it now. The errant Hamoud pass turning over possession. His pass going to Myers. Sia. Way now working with El Sadiq. He came back inside and found Scott. And Myers with it. El Sadiq with a lovely kick ahead. El Sadiq! Ooh, almost scoring. And Australia, they can taste it now, Mark Gasnier.
Yep, they can. It was they've done really well because Lebanese, they really come out of the block strong. Started on fire, they scored a quick try. Australia, they just got their noses in front towards the end of the first half, but they've gone on with it in the second half. I think they've attacked a lot better. The last 10 minutes of that first half, they looked a lot better. The Australian team, as you said, both teams undefeated heads into this match. And I tell you what, this Lebanese team, they need to hold their head up high. They come up this Australian team with really good close those players who really play together, week in, week out, outstanding players, dominating the match for a long period of time. So, this Lebanon team, they've done really, really well. They've held their own. Beat a lot of good teams on the way, Indigenous teams. We see some more fellas having a run. Mark Adele's maybe.
Well, there it is. 2015 Men's Open Tag World Cup champions Australia, victorious against Lebanon here in the final, 7-3. And as you mentioned, a very gallant effort from the Lebanese side, going through undefeated up until this point. And congratulations to the World Cup champions of the Men's Open, to Australia. A polished performance by them, and congratulations to both teams. And Australia, well, they'll be able to go home with the world champion honour, and sure to be celebrations well into the night. We're going to throw to a commercial break now, and we'll be back with our final 2015 World Cup event, the Mixed Open Grand Final. We'll see you shortly.